Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from On the Flip Market. Happy Monday. I'm extremely hungover on the weekend league, as a lot of you are as well. But I wanted to make a video today instead of a generic market watch video or a generic FIFA Ultimate Team video. I wanted to talk to you guys just today about the gameplay, man. The gameplay for next year, FIFA 20 in general. I haven't really made a video talking about FIFA 20 at all. I wanted to talk about it because I feel like it's important to a lot of you guys that you hear my thoughts on FIFA 20. If you guys enjoyed the video today, just drop me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, man. I think there's a lot of things I want to talk about today. Hopefully, you guys are okay with a little bit of a longer video because it's not only going to be a video about FIFA 20, it's going to be a little bit of a video about this game as well. So a lot of people. I've worked really hard this year to grind a bad game and get better at a bad game. But myself, I've improved a lot this whole year as a FIFA player. Like, I'm way better than I was at the beginning of the year, and I built upon last year. Last year, I was like a consistent Elite 2, Elite 3 player. This year, now, I'm basically, if I have my team and I have a good run, I'm pushing outside of top 100. I'm, like, right there. So that's where I'm at as a player, and I think a lot of people didn't fully respect where I was at in the FIFA game because of my label as being a guy who's generally market. And I think I've progressed to now earn the respect of a lot of people as a gameplay player, especially the play style I play, because it's a non-finesse era, right? Which is where I got the 30, which is where I got a 28-2. And now I'm out here, I'm very unhappy to get a 28 this week because we should have had a 29 or a 30 this week because of the way we played. So that's where we're at, man, in terms of, like, gameplay. So I would appreciate some of the respect of you guys because I do grind this game a lot. Now, there's a lot wrong with this game. To be honest, guys, there's a lot wrong with this game. Build-up play is not really that rewarding. Crossing is the most consistent way of scoring, even though it's random. And first-time shots are just absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So what that leaves, right, is 1v1s are dead because goalkeeper movement and goalies in general are too overpowered. There's too much wrong with this game. There's too much RNG in the finishing, which if you don't know what RNG is, it's kind of just random outcomes. So this game is a mess. If you're still playing this game, there's a few reasons why you're still playing. One, this year there hasn't really been any other game to go and play. Last year, a lot of people didn't love FIFA, so they went and they played Fortnite. You may have made a lot of coins, and they've done a better job on the menus this year in terms of content, so there's more of a value of staying on the game because you have all these cards and you want to use these cards. But then every single weekend you go into the games and you say, wow, I really don't want to play this game because this game sucks. But you do it every weekend because you have a nice team like mine and you like to stare at it. And then you say, I need to go play with this team because I have this team. You also may be a trader and you just like to sit on the menus a lot and you like to do SBCs to play this game, which is called Panini Card Collecting Simulator 19, which is something that I play during the week. You guys know I love doing packs, and I love trading, and it's just something I like doing in my pastime. I think it's a nice, relaxing thing to do. It's very, very different from actually playing the game. It's a lot more fun, and it's really, really engaging in terms of learning card prices, being able to flip your favorite cards in FIFA Ultimate Team, and et cetera, et cetera. So I wanted to make a video today talking about FIFA 20, talking about the expectations of the community, talking about how we need to have a good game. Because here's the deal. The last game of FIFA, and you guys can disagree with me, right? This is fine, and I'm cool with you guys disagreeing with me. The last good game of FIFA, in my opinion, now, good game, right? I know you guys are going to laugh. I'm going to just go with this and say the last playable game of FIFA Ultimate Team that we've had, in my opinion, has been FIFA 17. That was the last time that I played a FIFA in which you were rewarded for build-up play, you were rewarded for getting into angles, and there was a very big skill gap. Last year, the skill gap, in my opinion, was bigger than this year. It was, but it still wasn't a great game. The finishing, at least, was more consistent last year. But last year had its own problems, man. Last year had messed up kickoffs. There was a lot of issues going on with last year. And every year this game comes out, the AI is stronger, which means the artificial intelligence of the players that you're not selecting. So a lot of players are competing at higher levels on weekend leagues because their players that they're not controlling are playing insane. So the more they upgrade their team, the more chance they have to compete because the players they aren't controlling are doing well against the other users. So that's something that's a problem. So based off of EA Play, This guy Sam Rivera came out and he said that we're gonna fix all this. And essentially, so far, what FIFA 20 looks like to me is it looks like a revamp of FIFA 19. It looks like FIFA 19, but it looks like they're doing the things they're patching. It just literally looks like they're gonna patch FIFA 19, which is a little concerning to me because, in my opinion, this game should have been patched week 2, week 3. I don't know how they didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? This game this year was never good at any point. It's been broken since the start. There's been first time shots since the start. This game is broken. It really is. There's no way of truly having consistent outcomes. Because one, right, even if you do abuse mechanics and even if you do, outplay your opponent, the issue is that you run into servers. You run into delay. You run into bad gameplay. And there is such a thing as bad gameplay, man. And it's funny because you usually experience bad gameplay really experience it the last 15 games of Weekend League. And the reason for that is because when your ELO gets higher, ELO is your win-loss ratio. So it's like if I'm 15-0, my ELO is plus 15. Once you get into that ELO, what EA does is they decide, okay, we're going to start pairing with people close to your ELO. So you start playing people farther away. You start connecting to different servers. And that's why your last 15 games of Weekend League, your connection difference between the first 15 and your last 15 is miles. It's miles different because you're playing people from other places in the world. And you're playing people on different servers. So every single time you're connecting to a different server and your gameplay responsiveness is different every single game for the last 15. And that's why a lot of people lose games in the last 15. That's why for me, I was literally, guys, the rate I was playing this last weekend, I was a 30-0 player this weekend. I'm telling you guys. I lost 2 games, man. Because the connection, to be fair, was just crap. And I was like not being able to complete passes. And that's one of my main attacking playstyles. So I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just telling you guys why this game is kind of broken in the way that the game should not change every single game, and that's something I hope that EA figures out because the game should not be different every single game you go into foot. The way to master Weekend League at this point in time with this game is trying to learn how to adapt to like 30 different gameplays. You literally have to figure out, okay, this gameplay is going to be like this, so maybe this game I'm going to cross more. This gameplay is like this, so I'm going to pass less and I'm going to do more first-time shots. Okay, this gameplay is good, so I'm going to be able to use my fullbacks, go in the box, and break somebody down. That should never be a thing. You should be able to play how you want to play every single game in Weekend League. I don't understand why we have to adapt every single other game to new gameplay. A lot of people may be commenting at this point, Nick, why are you still making videos on this game if you don't like it? Guys, I'm very passionate about FIFA. I love football. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I really care about this game and I don't care about the money. I really care about the success and the happiness of us together. I want everybody to enjoy FIFA as much as I enjoy FIFA because I've always loved FIFA for what it is. This year and somewhat of last year has been the first time that I've ever really not loved playing a game. I'm really not enjoying playing this game much. I'm now using a formation which helps me semi-enjoy the game, but then it's only 10 games a week, and when the servers go bad, I'm not even having fun. So let's talk about FIFA 20 a little bit more. They are pushing this big marketing pitch about Volta. Now, Volta is a street mode that EA Sports is trying to push, right? And so yeah, it's a mode that's going to be FIFA Street, but the problem is there was an article that just came out from FIFA developers, and this is Dan Fifanomics. He's just got some tweets about all this. But there was an article, guys, that came out from Dan Fifanomics, who has a lot of trustworthy sources. I got to turn on my ad blocker here. What do we do here? Continue to site. I think this is my ad blocker. Is this my ad blocker? I don't even know, guys. Let's see. Come on. I don't even have my ad blocker on. All right. Turn off. Pause on this site. All right. So FIFA 20 developers on why Volta won't have online team play, right? And I picked out some really interesting stuff here. This is the problem, right? So this is my issue. I'm always okay with EA dropping new game modes and stuff. So guys, look, I'm very aware of the stock market and how companies work and how markets work and things like that. Volta is EA's way of getting investors to buy into the game because it's a new mode and they're trying to make it all, if you watch the trailer, they're trying to connect it to, kids in favelas being able to go on and play FIFA. And first of all, I don't understand that marketing pitch. No offense to any of those people that are watching my video, because that's a small minority of the populace of this game. They should be marketing, go play FIFA Street with your friends online, because that's the most connective marketing pitch. So I don't understand why they're because like I didn't grow up in a favela. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, like, most people that watch my video didn't grow up in a favela playing street football. So I don't know why that's the main targeted audience. It should be the targeted audience of, okay, have a casual mode to go online and play with your friends on FIFA Street when you don't want to sweat weekly. That's what it should be. So I don't really understand that whole pitch of it. But here's the problem. As soon as word hit that FIFA 20 was introducing customizable avatars, the FIFA community started getting excited about the prospect of online team play. Who wouldn't, right? Who doesn't want to be able to kit out a full customized character, then jump into a squad with 10 other players? Alas, it's not meant to be. Alas, not yet. We considered OTP early on. We couldn't fit that in the first kick of the can. It is something that we're aware of. It's something that we're looking to bring, but it's not something we have right now. Yeah, so that's a big problem because this game mode that they're investing in, that they're introducing, that they're putting a lot of money in, again, just shows why EA is they're such boneheads, man. Like, why would you create a game mode like this that you wouldn't be able to play with your friends? Like, are you guys boneheads? Like, stupid, man. Very stupid, because here's what this is, man. And I gotta be honest with you, man. And if EA's watching this video, I gotta be honest with you guys, man. I really wish somebody could give you a knock on the head to help you guys, man, with your marketing, because you guys are just stupid, man. This is what we're heading into, boys. I mean, this is what you're doing. This is Journey 2.0. It really, guys, it really is, man. I'm telling you, man. You guys are going to figure it out, man. This is Alex Hunter Story Mode 2.0. People are going to like this for about a week or 2 weeks. They're going to say, oh, you know what? We don't need friends. And you know what's going to happen then? They're going right to Ultimate Team. So I guess this game mode, I guess this is enough for EA to advertise it, but people still go on Ultimate Team to make their money. Now, they're going to probably bring out microtransactions in it, which they'll make money off of because people will buy customizable things. They'll buy customizable stuff. They owe us a good game mode. You guys as a community and you guys as a FIFA player, you are owed good gameplay next year. You haven't had good gameplay really since FIFA 14, FIFA 15, and you haven't had consistent gameplay since FIFA 17. So it's been 2 years now of bad gameplay on this game. It's been 2 years of pros hating their job. Trust me, man, these pros do not like playing this game. Nobody really enjoys playing this game. The only people that may enjoy playing this game are the guys that really don't know what's like a good FIFA game. They just play the game because they love FIFA, and that's what it is for them. Now, the pitch notes came out, right? The pitch notes came out, which is, I really don't love it, man. I think it's a good way to communicate, but I really don't love how I'm watching this EA Play thing, right? And these guys, you know, this one guy asked, I think his name is Sam Rivera, a question, right? And this guy... Sam Rivera responds and he goes, well, you can check that out in the pitch notes. You know what, man? Like, you got to be real with us, man. You got to tell us what's going on with this game. You don't have to, like, stop promoting this pitch notes thing. I don't know if they're getting, like, ad revenue on the site because every time we click on the site, it's a click. I don't know, man. So, FIFAnomics, right, tweeted out, which is, you know, they're always posting the new stuff. So we've got a lot of stuff in the pitch notes that they talk about decisive moments, strafe dribbling, controlled tackling, set piece refresh, composed finishing. There's new ball physics, right? Authentic game flow, so dynamic one-on-ones, right? Built using the game tempo from the world's best leagues, an overhaul game flow offers more true-to-life spacing and pace of play, resulting in more one-on-one opportunities, putting emphasis on user-controlled decisive moments. AI defending, an overhaul in the positioning and tackling system creates an environment for AI to better complement the user-controlled player. AI will offer intelligent defensive support while rewarding and advantaging users. So that's good, right? Because we need that. One-on-ones need to be fixed next year because this year one-on-ones are just irrelevant. It's more efficient this year in FIFA to go into the box, go out of the box, and then shoot a first-time shot. That is very sad. It should never be that way. You should get into the box. You should get at angles. You should have the opportunity to score. It should be more efficient than taking a first-time green shot outside the box. Now, another guy that I really do trust, I don't really know him, but I trust him and we mutually follow each other, is this guy Stallion. And Stallion was at EA Play, and he was able to play the game. So I trust his thoughts on it. So he tweeted out, I'm not sold on FIFA 20 because finishing still feels like 1v1s are not good enough and long shots are. The results feel fake as a result. Foul calls are all over the place, and the game is insanely slow. Now, what I will say about these first thoughts. First, the finishing thing, I'm not in love with that. It should not be the way that long shots are better than 1v1s. That should never, ever be a thing, guys, on FIFA. Long shots should never be better than 1v1s. I'm serious, man. Never. And this thing of insanely slow, that's going to happen, man. When you try out a new FIFA, it's always like that. You got to adjust to the game. Kickoff is also extremely slow. He says, I do think people passing has improved, but maybe not enough. I don't think passing could have gotten worse than this year because every time you pass the ball goes behind the player that's making the run. Defense feels better. Tackling can feel better. All for ref calls and game being in early stages makes it hard to tell. Overall, I get the feeling there's too much going on, which can make too many games have unfair scorelines. That is my problem with this game. And here's my biggest issue with EA Sports and the way they run their game right now. They're trying way too hard to sell stock, to sell this game, and they don't just understand what the community wants. There are a few things the community wants. Consistent and rewarding gameplay, okay? Better servers, okay? Less AI, and better finishing. That is all anyone wants. No, EA Sports, nobody is asking you guys to add in new game modes. Nobody is asking you to add in all this BS stuff you guys call decisive tackling. Nobody wants these new systems. Nobody's asking you about anything. Everybody's fine with even this Frostbite engine. If you just make the game consistent. This game needs to be consistent. The problem with this game is now when we go into it, I could show you guys multiple examples. There's a time last game where I hit a green time finish, right? At an angle in the 18-yard box, okay? It goes in one game. The next game it doesn't. It needs to either go in almost every time or it needs to almost not go in every time. So that is kind of where the community is at. And I truly feel like next year, guys, I really do. I feel like next year is kind of a make or break year. I am always going to play FIFA, which is the problem. But I may not play. If the gameplay is bad next year, I may literally sit on the menus next year. I may not play the game. And that is the problem. I am addicted to FIFA. Most people that are watching my video at this point of the year are addicted to FIFA. We are all addicted to FIFA, and EA have us, man. But the problem is that we deserve a better game. All of us deserve a better game. We have been with this game for too long to have another bad year of FIFA. If the content of this year is combined with next year's gameplay, this game will be fantastic. Okay, if the game is good next year and the content is up to the high standards it should be, the game will be fantastic. There's so many problems with this game. The biggest problem that I notice is when I live stream and people donate to me to check out a team, right? I check out their team, and in their team, guys, they have all these pretty players, and they haven't played more than 10 games with a player in a week. What happened to the days of FIFA, right, where I would buy, and I do this, man. I try out players in my second channel. I do reviews, and I think that's why people like it so much, because they get to just watch some gameplay, and they get to watch the player, and I keep myself somewhat calm. What happened to the days where you would try out a new formation and you'd have a tournament to mess around with and you buy a card like Bruno Fernandes, right? And you go around and you mess around with a card in FIFA Ultimate Team, right? Like there's none of those days anymore. The way this game cycle works at this point, people trade, people stare at cards, people open packs during the week. When it comes to Friday, people play Weekend League. When it comes to Sunday, people don't want to touch FIFA again. And then it's a relapse of that same thing because of the red player picks on Thursday. So people are sucked into the system of playing FIFA 19. And that's what people do. They just continue to play the game because they don't have anything else to play. They're stuck with this game, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I think objectives, all this stuff is really good, man. I think EA is doing a really good job of having people play some objectives. Now, I think there's a problem with these rivals when some of these objectives are way too hard for people to do. They play 30 games a week in league and work a day job during the week. It's just too hard, man. It's not feasible to go ahead. It's not feasible for people to be working 60 hours, 70, 80 hours a week, right? And then having to go on to FIFA and assist using Spanish players in 9 separate rivals wins. Imagine if you're at a high skill rating. Where am I at right now? Like, imagine that. Imagine me trying to do that in Division Rivals today. Where's my skill rating? 2485. Good luck, right? Like, good luck doing that. So I see that, man, as a problem at times, man, with EA. I don't really know if they understand, like, full on where some people are at. Other than that, guys, I have to tell you, man, I have no access to trying the new game. I have no access to trying the new... I'm not a game changer. I don't have a game changer server. I will not be flown out to Gamescom next year. And it's really sad. I have to say, guys, it's really sad that I feel like this EA is now monopolied a lot of the community. I don't like it. I don't like that some of the bigger content creators, and yeah, I'm good, guys. I've grinded my butt off to be where I'm at. I hope you guys know that. I love what I do, but I have grinded to be in this position right now for you guys to watch my videos, and I'm blessed for it. But I have grinded to be here. I really have, man. I've worked my butt off the last 2 years on this game, and it's really sad that there's a lot of other people that do work their butt off that don't want to be a part of a game changer program, that don't want to be labeled with EA, that don't get an opportunity to share their thoughts or to try the game. I find that to not be that rewarding. I don't like that, man. I really don't like that, and I think it's a sad thing to look at from the lens of EA, that you're going to kind of lock in a group of people that, to be honest, may not tell you no all the time, may not be on, and I do think there's a respective thoughts and criticisms that they share, but I think it's a different thing of me and somebody else. If the game is bad, I'm going to be there saying, this game is bad, and I don't care if you kick me out of anywhere. This game is bad. So that's what you got to understand about me, is I'll be real with you. If the game is good, the game is good. I'll tell you that, right? Like, I think there's a little bit of a mix of people too scared to speak out sometimes, and I think that's a problem. And I think you see a lot of people, I'm not trying to hold hands with people in this community. I think a lot of people posting videos for views about rage videos or EA videos. I need you guys to understand, I do this stuff, man, out of the enjoyment and the honesty of me and FIFA. That's why I make these videos for you guys, because I feel like man, I feel like you guys clicking on these videos, if at any chance there's one guy that works at EA that watches these videos, they really have to get it right, man. I'm telling you guys, man, this game next year, man, it can't be the way that it's gone this year. They cannot get away with this one more year because this year has been hell on wheels with this gameplay. I've even spoken to 2 of the guys at EA, and they have told me, right? They have told me that they experience different gameplays from when they play the game at the office and when they play the game they go home, right? And they kind of laugh it off and they don't really know what it means. Do you guys see where that's a problem? Do you guys see when I hear that and I freak out because I'm like, dude, why do you not care about that? Why is that not a big deal to you that you play the game at the office and you play the game at home and your gameplay is different? Like, how is that? How do you just brush that off your shoulders? I don't know, man. It couldn't be me. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I'm sorry it's a little bit of a rant, but I wanted to get off my chest. These are my thoughts on FIFA 20 and FIFA 19, just kind of talking about the game. I'll probably have a little bit more of an in-depth video on FIFA 20 later in the week. We'll talk about some of the things that need to happen, some of the things that are going on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop a thumbs up if you guys agree with me, man. Thanks for watching, boys. See you guys soon. Peace out.